Good morning, students. Our next topic is classification of organic compounds. With so many different molecules to study, it is important to find ways of relating different structures of molecules to their chemical properties. And this provides basis for classifying organic compounds. Organic compounds are broadly classified in two ways. On the basis of that, first one is based upon carbon skeleton. Skeleton, this word we know in our biology, but skeleton word is also used in carbon. That is the different arrangements of carbon in a given molecule. That is carbon skeleton. And the another one is functional group. We will see one by one. First of all, we will see basis on carbon skeleton, classification based upon carbon skeleton. Okay, we will see one by one. Here, first of all, we will see the organic molecules branch tree for the classification. In that first class, whatever classified is the acyclic or aliphatic. What is the meaning of it? The meaning of it is the compound is open chain, and the another class is the closed chain, which is called cyclic compound, Now for example, suppose this is our ethane. Means what? Both the ends are open. Both the ends are open. So this is open chain compound. Okay. So now if it is propane, then the structure is like this. C, 3 carbons in a one chain, and here are 3 hydrogens at the end, and to satisfy the valency of the middle carbon there are 2 hydrogens. Okay, then we can say the branch compound like this: CH3 CH3. One branch is here on this straight chain of the propane, and this compound is nothing but isobutane. So this is our butane compound. These are also the ends are open. These ends are open. So this is open chain compound, which called aliphatic compounds. Okay, means what? The molecules of these compounds have chains of carbon atoms, or with the branches. These may be straight chains formed by carbon atoms bonded to one or two other carbons, or a branch chain having at least one carbon bonded to 3 or 4 other carbons. See, this carbon is bonded to this and this carbon, means 3 carbons. This carbon is bonded to 2 carbons, while this carbon is bonded to only 1 carbon. This carbon bonded to another 1 carbon, and this carbon bonded to another 1 carbon. Meaning of this sentence is like this. Okay, so these are the examples of acyclic or aliphatic: ethane, propane, isobutane or butane or pentane. All these are acyclic or aliphatic open chain compounds. Now we will see cyclic. These are the compounds, cyclic compound. These are the compounds in which molecules are formed by joining atoms to form ring-like structure. This is very important. Ring-like structure means what? Suppose this is our propane. Okay, this is a straight chain compound, propane. But if you arrange compound like this and like this, okay, so now these open ends are linked to each other and they form a cycle. In a simple bond line formula, we can represent this compound as a triangle, and this is nothing but carbon cycle. So this is carbocyclic, or only carbon hydrogen compounds are present and the ring is of the carbon. So this is homocyclic compound also. We can call homocyclic compound also. Means what? This carbon is an essential atom in any organic molecule. One or more hydrogen atoms are present in most of the organic molecules. All the other atoms that are found in organic molecules are called heteroatoms. The cyclic compounds in which the ring includes one or more heteroatoms, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, are known as heterocyclic. Means, see now, this cyclic compound, when there are only carbon chain, Like triangle, if there is square means this is cyclobutane. If there is pentagon, then this is cyclopentane. If there is hexagon like this, then this is cyclohexane. What you are going to see, all our carbons are there, but sometimes here it is one another atom other than carbon may be present. Suppose this is a nitrogen, then this is also cyclic compound, this is also closed chain compound. But what is the difference? All these are the same carbon chains, but here it is one atom is different than the carbon, that is nitrogen. Okay, and then if such type of compounds are there, then these are known as heterocyclic compound. And when there are all carbons are present, then this is the homocyclic or carbocyclic compound. Homocyclic or carbocyclic compound. Even in this category, benzene is also there. See, all carbons are present, only now here it is a single bonds, while here are double bonds, alternate double bonds, alternate single bonds are there. Okay, so under homocyclic you can take cyclohexane and you can take this sort of compound also, those are the aromatic compounds. And so further they are divided into alicyclic and aromatic compounds. Means now this cyclohexane, cyclopentane, cyclobutane or cyclopropane, all are alicyclic, while when there is a alternate double bond and single bond, means compound is having aromatic character like this, means this is our benzene, then that category is aromatic. Or suppose here it is two cycles attached to each other in this way, then this is our naphthalene. This is benzene, this is naphthalene. This is also aromatic structure. This is also aromatic structure. Then we may have like this also compound, which is 7 member ring. Okay, 7 member ring, 1 2 3 4 5. Then here suppose double bond, and then 1 2 3 4 5 6, and here it is the 7th ring like this, 7th carbon is like this, and there are double bond in this way, alternate double bond in this way. This compound is known as tropone. This is known as tropone. Then see, here it is aromatic structure. This is the aromatic structure with base as a benzene ring. Benzene, this is a very common benzene ring, but this is aromatic but not showing benzene structure. Then this is known as non-benzenoid aromatic compound. This is known as non-benzenoid aromatic compound, that is tropone. Remember this compound, this is tropone. This is tropone. Okay, remember this one, tropone. While benzenoid aromatic compounds, that is benzene ring or naphthalene like this, or anthracene, all these are benzenoid aromatic compounds. Benzenoid aromatic compounds. Now this is also one of the very important class, that is a heterocyclic. This is the heterocyclic, means what I explained, there is a chain or there is a cycle of carbon hydrogen, and one of the element is different than carbon. One of the element is different than carbon. Okay, and those are called as heterocyclic. In this heterocyclic, these atoms may be oxygen, or just like this nitrogen, or sulfur. oxygen, nitrogen or sulfur. One of the carbon is different than one of the carbon from the cyclic compound is different than carbon, that is maybe oxygen, nitrogen or sulfur, like this. Okay. Now heterocyclic aromatic and heterocyclic non-aromatic. This thing is based upon aromatic compound special stability, and the aromatic compounds containing benzene ring are known as benzenoid aromatics, while those not containing benzene ring are called non-benzenoid aromatics. Non-benzenoid aromatics. Just we explain this thing. Benzenoid aromatics and non-benzenoid aromatics. When we are going to think about heterocyclic compound, if the compound is like this, okay, like this, oxygen is there, this is a derivative of this pentagon, that is the cyclopentane. What is the difference in between these two? Here it is oxygen, while here it is carbon, but this compound is having aromatic nature, aromatic character, and that's why aromatic characterized compound with one oxygen, which is a hetero atom, so this called heterocyclic aromatic compound. This is known as furan. If the compound is like this, here it is S sulfur, then this is thiophene. If there is benzene ring like structure, but one of the carbon is replaced by nitrogen, then this is called pyridine. If there is a just structure like a cyclopentane with double bonds and there is one N like this, then this compound is known as pyrrole. This is pyridine. When there is a 6-member ring and this is the 5-member ring, then this is pyrrole. Now what is the difference in between heterocyclic aromatic and heterocyclic non-aromatic? See now, this is the example. When there is a cyclohexane ring like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cyclohexa ring, but one of the carbon is replaced by N, then such type of compound is not having aromatic character. Means what? There is no alternate single bond, double bond is here, but in this structure they are having nitrogen, and that's why we call heterocyclic non-aromatic. Just like this furan, if there is no double bond but oxygen is there, then this is known as tetrahydrofuran. See the difference in between this. This is furan, while this is tetrahydrofuran. What is the difference in between these two? See, here it is double bond. Now here it is only single bond. When double bond is converted into single bond, we need here 4 hydrogens. Means tetrahydro. We added here 4 hydrogens like this, here and here, and it becomes tetrahydrofuran. And now there is no aromatic character, as there is no n-pi electrons, which we are going to calculate by the formula, and that's why this is non-aromatic compound. These are the examples, and this is the classification based upon carbon skeleton. First, organic compounds divided into 2 classes. One is acyclic, another one is cyclic. Acyclic is also called aliphatic, and this is nothing but the open chain compounds. In open chain it may be straight chain or it may be branch chain. In cyclic means these are the closed chain. Under closed chain there are so many different subclasses. First one is homocyclic, another one is heterocyclic. Homocyclic means the cycle or the cyclic compound is of only made up of carbon, then that is homocyclic. Heterocyclic, along with the carbon If there is oxygen or nitrogen or sulfur, another atom that is a heteroatom, then that is heterocyclic. This homocyclic further divided into two parts, that is alicyclic and aromatic. Aromatic is the special class of the hydrocarbons which are having aromatic characters, means the compound is aromatic in nature. Okay. When alicyclic, these are the just cyclic compounds with the carbon. Aromatic, when there is a alternate single bond, double bond. For example, this is benzene, then this is naphthalene, then this is tropone. Further, this aromatic again divided into two classes, that is benzenoid aromatic or non-benzenoid aromatic. The compound which is having benzene like structure, those are benzenoid. The compounds which are not having benzene like structure, like this is tropone, which is a 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. This is not 6, this is 7 member ring. Then this is non-benzenoid compound, but this compound is also having aromatic characters, so this is called non-benzenoid aromatic compound. Now under this heterocyclic, again we can differentiate, or you can do the two classes or subclasses, that is heterocyclic aromatic, heterocyclic non-aromatic. See the differences in between two. Here are double bonds with oxygen with the lone pair of electron, sulfur with the lone pair of electron, similarly nitrogen with this lone pair of electron. The name of the compound is furan. When there is S, the name of the compound is thiophene. Now same way, when there is a 1 2 3 4 5 member ring with the aromatic character, when one of the carbon is replaced by N, then this is pyridine. This is very easy to remember. O, that is furan. S, that is S is always represented in organic chemistry as a thio group, so this is thiophene. Nitrogen, that is related to amino character, that is this is the pyridine. When this is the pyrrole, and here it is the 6 member ring, that is the pyridine. When there is no aromatic character but hetero atoms are there, this is nitrogen, this is oxygen, this is the derivative of this compound pyridine, and this is called as piperidine. And this is the derivative of this compound which is called tetrahydrofuran. This is based upon carbon skeleton. Now we will see the next type of classification, that is based upon functional groups in organic chemistry. What is functional group? We have to know first this thing. What is functional group? Okay. First of all, we will see what is functional group. An atom or a group of atoms in the organic molecule which determines its characteristic chemical properties is called functional group. I am going to repeat it again. An atom or a group of atoms in the organic molecule which determines its characteristic chemical properties is called functional group. In other words, we may say a part of an organic molecule which undergoes change as a result of reaction is called functional group. Okay, so we will see one by one. See here. If the name of the functional group, these functional groups are having their own family. Okay, and this family show the typical characteristics. This shows typical characteristics. Now suppose here it is our